Hi, Tolu. Hello. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Good, good. Thank you so much for taking time out to join this late afternoon, early evening.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for your
having
time.
me.
So, you're joining us at the BlueSitron Podcast today. So, for our listeners, we have Tolu Akisomi on with us. And Tolu is a lady that wears so many hats. Like I personally get blown away by what she has achieved, and that's what we're going to be talking about this afternoon. So Tolu, you're a lady that wears many hats, and to be honest, like I said, enviable ones. Really, you own a fashion platform. You started a charity that helps young SMEs, essentially people that are starting off in their respective businesses, startups, and even businesses. And you have a training platform, you have a fashion platform. Okay, just I don't know where to start, but the ability for you to have been able to put all this together while being a family woman, a wife and a mother. How is this even possible? Let's get to know you, Tolu.
And yes, what can I say? First of all, I always attribute everything to God. For that grace to be able to do everything that I can do, and also I'm grateful for the team God has put around me to help me, making sure that I can do these things, and also for a partner that supports my dreams and aspirations as well. All of that together. So that has really helped me, to grow into who I have become and to do the things that I've been able to do. Yeah. Yeah.
That's very important. I mean, you've mentioned you've literally touched up important factors, and that's you started with God. So that's always very key. And the second important factor is a great partner, because I believe, with God and having a great partner, then it just makes things a whole lot more easier with whatever it is that you put your hands to do. And an amazing team as well, as you said,
absolutely.
Amazing team. So that's amazing. Okay, so let's see how this is all going to pan out. So your fashion platform, why did you create any of the platforms, not just the fashion platform? Why? There's always a why, right?
Yes, there's always a why. And yes, of recent, I've realized the importance of that why question that you just asked right now, because I've had to think about the why myself. In recent times, think about, why. Sometimes it's always good to go back to the why question. So initially it was to support my partner and provide income, and also create multiple streams of income, for the home, and also be flexible so I can be around my kids as well, because I have 3 lovely kids. And I wanted to be part of their lives. And yes, I was, in the 9-to-5 life. In fact, I used to work as a project manager, and that used to take hours. And sometimes they had projects that ran, and I would not get home till late in the evening, and I wasn't really happy about that life. After that, I got other contracts that were not so, demanding. But I just really, so after I lost my last job 3 years ago. It was roundabout when I just had my baby as well. She's going to be 4 now. And I just thought, you know what, I can do something with the soft skills and with all the skills that I got from working, and I can, create something for myself that can give me the flexibility as well. And something I know is that I love to impact people. So for the fashion brand, like, as you asked, the first thing that I started with was a charity organization, and I was thinking of at first, because I'm not really, people that know me, they've never really known me to be a fashion person, so to speak. Although, having said that, when I was young, and many people don't know this, my mom had me go do training with in a fashion school. So back then, I could make some simple skirts and simple dresses and trousers. Yeah, I think that was before uni, and I was there for about a year or so. And I don't even know if I can remember all the stuff now, to be honest. So maybe that seed was planted back then, just maybe. Yeah. But when I started the charity organization, I was thinking about how to support that charity at first. Like, charity is a non-profit organization, isn't it? So I thought, okay, maybe just focus on small businesses that went to fashion and run it in such a way that now I can't remember what they're called now. There's this kind of charity model of charity organization in the UK that you can do some form of business. I was thinking about that first, and I thought, what, it's better. Sorry.
No, I was saying right. I'm listening. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm totally enjoying this.
Oh, thank you. So I thought, what, let's split it up. Just run the charity and focus on that, and then run the fashion brand. I didn't know how big it was going to be, but I just had faith in, the passion that I had, and, the reasons that I had, which was to impart people and create change, and also at some point earn income. So I just started the charity. That took a couple of months to kick off and get registered in the UK. And the fashion brand, there were lots of mistakes, lots of errors, and lots of ups and downs, but I'm really grateful that everything is going well for both right now.
Wow. So, for the benefit of our listeners, Tolu and I, we've known each other for a very long time now. We went to the same high school together. So I had no idea that she actually went to a fashion school. Wow. You know what? Mothers always know best.
They do, don't they?
Mothers always know best.
Yeah.
They always know best, because it's all well and amazing when we study to become economists. We study to become, like yourself, microbiology.
Yes.
We study to become lawyers. We study to become doctors or whatever, and it's always good to have something else that is vocational. You know what I mean? Like learning how to fix a car, like mechanics, learning how to make clothes, even learning how to now makeup industry, especially in countries like Nigeria, in fact Africa, in fact everywhere. So having all those things that you can actually do with your hands, those are very valuable skills. So your mom knew what was up. You know what my mom did? My mom was a very, she still is a renowned pharmacist back at home, right? And she's always been, been more about, we not just feeling like, yes, we have it all. No, you would go to the pharmacy, like after holidays or even during holidays, like a couple of, I think our holidays then, the big ones or the major ones were like, I don't know, a month or maybe 6 weeks or something. So we'll take a break for like 2 weeks or so. You see, the rest of the 4 weeks, you will be going to the pharmacy. Like you would be learning how to sell. Yes. You would learn how to talk to customers. You will learn how to take orders, how to, and also even in the manufacturing plants as well. So we had to have that thorough, experience, and I think that's what has helped us all in life. Absolutely. And it's just amazing.
My mom always knows like that as well. She had a couple of stores, and she used to make us go, and we used to hate it back then, and she would say, no, you can't go with a book, you can't go with a novel, you have to attend to the customers, you have to be part of everything.
Yes. Oh, they know best. They know best. I can't even begin to know how to thank those women. They're just they're just amazing. Absolutely. Okay, I just it's today, this afternoon, this evening is not all about me. This is about you. so and you did talk about wanting to assist financially, assist your husband,
Yes.
and all of that, and just getting tired of the 9 to 5. And I can totally relate with that, because right now during this COVID era, which we all find ourselves in, I'm not even working 9 to 5 myself. I'm beginning to think I'm working 7 to 11. It's crazy, because the work is just non-stop, So it's important to take a step back and to look into what is important for the person, and it's family first. So this is really, really good to know and to learn from you. And I believe the young people that hopefully are getting to also listen to this podcast can learn from that. And young couples, young wives, and or even any wife that is listening can also know that
absolutely
they can always help their partners, and they can get to create something and also be impactful to the society in their own ways.
Absolutely.
Wow. So, but you haven't mentioned anything about your training platform. What is it that you train people on?
Okay, so the e-learning platform, the interesting thing was it started a year before all this COVID situation. And it started out of me wanting to share the things that I've learned and use as it's also another avenue to earn an income, isn't it? And it started from some of my people around me asking how you do this and how you do that, and how did you get all this stuff? How did you set up a fashion brand that many people didn't know about the fashion brands. Some of my friends around me, and my customers are not located in the UK. They are worldwide. It's an e-commerce brand. So just me showing people how to run something similar, how to launch businesses, how to launch, so we have different products coming up, and it's all about creating multiple streams of income. And people don't know the right way to do things, and they think it's not possible to even do something, and they think, oh, you can't. When I showed people the fashion brand, it can't be, it has to be, you're fronting for somebody. It's not possible for you to have such a brand. I'm like, why ever not? There's nothing that's impossible. You just need to learn, keep learning, pay attention, and just know how to do it. So I think some of those comments were what led to me establishing the e-learning platform, so that I can share my knowledge and teach people what I know, and also bring on people onto the platform to also share their skills as well, and train people. So yeah.
Oh wow. Tolu, I don't know where to start from. You're literally inspiring me. I don't know who else is listening to this right now, but I hope they're all getting inspired. I am inspired. I'm also going to touch upon what did you say?
I said thank you.
You're welcome. I'm also going to touch upon your charity. You are the chairperson and founder of Precious Pearl. What a name. I love it. Precious Pearl. So tell us a little bit about Precious Pearl, and how has it impacted people? How has it impacted your community? And what can people, young women especially, what can they learn from that? How can they be involved? And what would be the benefit to be a part of Precious Pearl?
Okay, so Precious Pearl is a UK-based charity. We're hoping by God's grace that it will, expand and grow with time. And I always say that I started with 6 people and myself in my living room. So I just went to 6 people that I thought will understand the vision, and they bought into it. They started with me back then. And the whole idea is empowering our world. That's our tagline: empower our world one person at a time. Because if you think about, there's so much to do in the world, and that can be overwhelming. But the focus is to just help one person at a time, and however we can do that. So over the past 3 years, we've been able to do a few things in the community. We had an official launch, and we're grateful to have some mayors attend, which is good. And we worked with some schools in the area to donate hygiene items to young ladies and have some form of mentoring program. But from that, we've grown into focusing on small businesses, like you said before, to help. So we've donated to startups. We've donated some startup funds to help businesses launch. We have a yearly program where we select maybe one startup and work with them, mentoring them in the business, and also however we can help anyway. So and also we worked with some charities. Last year we worked with the British Red Cross, and the year before that at Christmas we call it the Hope Project. And what we do, we just get items to give to the needy at that time to help them through that period. So yeah, I mean, how to young people, how can they come on board? If you want to come on board, it's easy. Just we're Precious Pearl Charity on LinkedIn, we're Precious Pearl Charity on Instagram. We're really still growing. So and preciouspearl.co.uk. We're also on Facebook. You can follow our social media handles and reach out to us. If you're looking for mentoring, if you're looking for help in your business, we have professionals on board. We have coaches on board, business coaches, and some life coaches that are members that support the vision. So yeah, if you can just follow any of those platforms, we're here. We're here too.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Tolu. Wow. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to stop wowing. I'm hoping the listeners won't even get tired of me saying that. It's just very nice and impressive, So yeah, thank you so much. And thank you for taking time out. I know it's a Sunday, it's a family day as well, for yourself and your family. And the fact that you've been able to chat up with me today, that's just I really appreciate it. That's lovely. And I do hope our listeners can learn from you, and they can see for women out there, for African women out there, they can see that they can do anything. You just have to put your mind to it.
Yeah.
You have to put your mind to it. You can do anything, you can be anything, and you can also impact your community, and you also don't have to do it alone. If you want to start something, if you're out there listening, if you want to start something, if you're here in the UK, feel free to reach out to Tolu. Go straight into Precious Pearl's LinkedIn page, Instagram page, and feel free to just mention that, oh, you heard this from BlueSitron, and Tolu would definitely know that it's directly from me. So yeah, from listening to this at least. So. And she'll give you that special treatment. I promise you. So
definitely, sure. Yeah.
So thank you so much, Tolu. I don't know if there's any parting advice or tips you'd like to give as a word of encouragement to our listeners, women, African women, young ladies, and of course the African child.
Yes.
On life generally, and especially, you being an African or a Nigerian British, as I always like to be specific about these things, because it's not everyone that has been able to be successful, being a first generation or even a first and second generation a person living in another country, so it's challenging for some, it's easier for some, but there's always, it's never enough getting advice. That can always help. So what can you leave us with today?
Yeah, sure. So I always say to people to look inwards. Don't feel like you can't do something. There are skills that you have. There's soft skills, there are transferable skills, there are hard skills that you can use to create the life that you want, and have a vision for your life. Know what you want, and don't be scared to just, start something. Don't overanalyze, just start from somewhere. And also be ready to pivot, that's to be ready. If something is not working, it's not working. There's no need, killing yourself about it. Just wake up from that and think about what you can do to better your situation. For example, Precious Pearl, we normally have yearly workshops and seminars, and we'll hold in some hall or in some event places where people will register and come. But COVID situation, we had one planned for this year and we had to cancel that because of COVID. But guess what? We had an online one which was really massive, and we had lots of people come. So we had to pivot. And at the end of the day, the new online way that we've done it really works. We might even carry on that way because we're reaching more people worldwide that way. So pivot, keep on learning, and the sky is the limit for you.
Thank you, Tolu. Thank you so much. It's amazing. I almost don't want you to go. Oh my God.
Thank you, Bimbo. It's really been great.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Well, thank you all our listeners. Again, feel free to check out Precious Pearl. There's a whole lot we can learn from them. Trust me. And when you meet Tolu, you will just see her and you'll be like, wow, what an amazing woman. She's as simple and lovely as she sounds. I promise you, she is lovely. She's lovely. Thank you so much, Tolu. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you. Bye.